London's booming again. In the last few months here, house prices have shot up. Bonuses are back in the financial services industry. There are signs of construction everywhere. Growth forecasts are up too, and the political ramification of that is extremely significant. The government, led by the Conservative Party, is claiming victory in the debate which has dogged Europe for 5 years. Austerity versus growth.
The intellectual argument that austerity had to be done has undoubtedly been won. The public were extremely clear, even before the 2010 general election, that they supported this. The key question is, can the government hardwire this into the system, or would a future Labour government simply be able to repeat the old mistake? That's the fear which is occupying the government's mind at the moment, and they want to ensure that this is a revolution that can't be reversed.
The government's cheerleaders in the press are revelling in stories about banks which had to be rescued, now being reprivatised. Confidence is key. That's been seized on by ministers who have an eye on the next vote here.
Of course, the Conservatives haven't yet won the battle. The opinion polls are still very close, but with more growth forecasts for next year, increasingly they're arguing that they're on a glide path to victory in national elections in the spring of 2015. They say very simply that through bad times they stuck to their intellectual arguments that austerity had to be done, and that that's now become a model for the rest of Europe to follow.
150 kilometres north is the other Britain, so far away from the lights of London. This is Birmingham, the former industrial heartland of the country. Karen hasn't been able to work for 11 years because of sickness. Austerity has meant she's lost her benefits, and she's been living on handouts from her friends for 6 months. Eviction looms, the potential of homelessness for her and her disabled daughter.
The government says the economy is improving and things are getting better.
No, I don't think so.
Not for you?
Not for me, no. Definitely not. 3 months I've gone without money. No, definitely not now. If it does carry on, then I will have to start selling my stuff.
The organisation Helping Karen was established in Victorian times to help the new urban poor. Now they say they've never been busier.
Growth where? I mean, the reality is that there may be growth somewhere in the economy, but amongst the poor, amongst the people that we're dealing with, those who are in low-paid employment, struggling in social housing, that's not the reality.
In the end, history is written by those who win, and so the government looks more and more likely to have the final say on the success of its economic programme. All governments see growth as the great prize, the proof of success, but the question for the British poor is whether that growth means anything, is of any benefit to them. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera.